Hi, so welcome for a demo regarding the SAP FICO Finance and Controlling ECC 6.0 EHP 7 versions. So we will be having a quick um, diving into the scope of the training and what is this training all about. These are the certifications, which are global certifications, which you will be having after completion of the training. However, it's an optional and it is provided directly with the SAP. If you register for the certification exams and pass the exams, you will get a certified badge like this. So, how the training is all about and how it is designed. These are the some of the areas which will be covered into this training. We will start with what is ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning, what is SAP, FICO overview, what is the finance and controlling overview about, what is the enterprise structure, how the um, global settings being performed in SAP, what is the general ledger. So these are all the things you are going to cover in this training. So ERP, as you know about, it's nothing but enterprise resource planning. And if you see, enterprise is an organization, and the resources which are running an organization is man, material, money, and machine. So this is how why we use an ERP to manage all these components effectively into the different areas. And when we talk about the modules, we have financial accounting, human resource production, sales and distributions module, etc. So if you see the typical process, how an ERP mechanism works in a company, and this is an end-to-end process. Either you are talking about the procurement or the sales. So you take an example for any manufacturing company which is manufacturing, they are procuring material from the vendors, they through a purchase order, through a purchase requisition, then they are receiving the goods and their stock is getting updated, then they are issuing the goods to the production, and finally when they are having the finished goods, they are going to the sales to the customer. So this is what we are going to understand basically, what is the procurement and how the sales process is handled in the SAP. As you know, we have a different departments like sales, distribution, production department, procurement, all have different areas. But when you look at the financial aspect of this um, area, whatever the activities are performed have an accounting entry generated into the system, and definitely it will be having an accounting treatment. Without accounting treatment, you cannot um, settle the accounts, and you cannot make the posting in the systems. So how these postings will take place, that is very important, and how it is accounted in SAP, that is very important. You know very well that market is flooded with different ERPs, but still SAP holds the number one position as of now, because it has huge ecosystem worldwide and had a major capture of the customers all around the world. So SAP stands for System Application Products in Data Processing, and it's a German product basically, and it was invented by four German engineers who had an idea to start this project altogether, and they started this SAP. Time to time, SAP came with a different versions. Initially started from the R1, then finally, as of now, they are running on the SAP S4 HANA. Back in 2015, it was invented, and earlier, what was happening that SAP was using Oracle database, but as of now, what they are using is their own database system where um, SAP runs on HANA, that is high performance analytical appliance. Into diversified field, when you talk about SAP modules, uh, they are being divided into two areas, which is functional modules and technical modules. We have functional modules like financial accounting, controlling, sales and distribution, material management, supply chain, and human resources. Technical modules are those modules which people are very competent in coding and programming language. For them, technical module is recommended. When it takes to the industries wise, SAP has a major coverage over any type of industries you talk about. It's an aerospace, automotive, banking, chemical, consumer products. In every area, SAP is standing number one. Whatever the company size, whatever the turnover of the company, SAP has the capability to capture the requirements, to design the systems according to the client, according to the nature of the business. They have wide range of customers. If I talk about the customers worldwide, they have wide range of customers, especially Fortune Global 500 companies are the customers of the SAP. SAP has implemented through the partners the solutions to them. As when I talk about the partners like IT companies like Accenture, IBM, any other IT companies which are the SAP partners, they are implementing SAP for the customers like Audi, BASF, Osram, Nokia, and many other global Fortune 500 companies. Different types of projects are there in SAP when you talk about the implementation project, rollout project, upgradation project, support, and advisory and audit. It takes into consideration whatever the project, whatever the company's demand is, whatever the customer demand is. If you go, for example, a new implementation from the scratch, you need an implementation project. If already the project has been implemented, SAP is already there, they want a new version to be introduced, then you go for an upgradation. When you talk about the support, it's a post implementation support kind of a thing. So here is a quick view about the SAP systems, or we can say SAP landscape, how the SAP systems are designed. We have three type of clients over here. We have a development client, we have a quality client, we have a production client. This is the development client which we call as a um, golden client, or a sandbox where you do all the configurations, all the customizations over here, and whatever the things you develop here as per the customer needs, you save the changes here, and then you are moving these changes to the QA system. This is the quality system where the user testing happens, where the users, the stakeholders, they test the functionality, whatever they have given the requirement. They test it whether it's up to the standards, whether it's up to the mark or not. If all is satisfying, then these changes are moved to the production client. That is a go live system where it's ready for use. If you develop a report, you develop something, and it is enabled for the business for the use, that is a production client. So this is an ASAP methodology. When you talk about accelerated SAP, different phases of a project. Whenever you are implementing a project, an SAP project, the project has to undergo in a different areas. This is the starting phase, the project preparation, the business blueprint, where um, you you try to figure out the existing business process of a customer or a company. You realize everything, the realization phase, whatever been documented uh, in the business blueprint. You have to plan all according with that. Final preparation is there, which is involving user acceptance testing, user training, data migration, cutover strategies. Then there is a final go live support. So these are the different phases of the project where you have to move and you have to comply with. Your career graph as an when you start as a career into the SAP, you you are being introduced as an associate consultant, and over the period of experience, when your experience grows, your position is also growing, as you can be a consultant, senior consultant, team leader, and a project leader or the project manager. So the best advantage, within a short period of time, you are getting a very good position. So scope, when you undergo this training, you can be a functional consultant, you can be a support consultant, you can be a technical consultant, you can be an end user as well. Eligibility, as I said, depending on the module. If say for example you are from a finance background, finance and controlling is a much suitable module for you. If you are from a sales background, sales and distribution module is good for you. If you are from a production background, production planning module is good for you. So whatever the educational qualification you have and an experience you have, you can select that particular module. So thank you very much. Stay tuned for my next video, and I will be in the touch, and will bring more videos for you for your more understanding. Thank you very much.